as an enabler, fast-track efficient and effectiveness. So far we appreciate building. Yes, this is the distribution of the titles we are pushing.
So this is between, so this area only is the one that is between.
Land use and ensuring that also that there's unity, all land use that is available. Yes. How far is
Yeah, we do research in forestry and allied natural resources, and we provide information and then disseminate the same information to the stakeholders, and particularly the farmers. We undertake research in seeds, and then we supply certified tree seeds.
Here present, members of staff of the Ministry of Lands and Physical Planning, distinguished guests, including the Food and Agricultural Organization, the Worldwide Fund for Nature, and the European Union, who are all represented here.
For government ministries, departments and agencies, National Land Commission, county governments, non-state actors.
Your Excellency, that documentary summarizes what we are going to launch today. And allow me now to invite three key people. One is Dr. Mboro from Worldwide Fund for Nature.
Vision that this country needed for years. A document that will help us manage the fierce competition among the biggest needs of our society: water, food, pasture, and shelter for our most valuable resource, that is land. Land is a resource that cannot be increased beyond the fixed dimensions of our planet. It is scarce, and therefore it is precious. As government, we have prioritized the Big Four agenda. The National Land Use Policy is a key pillar in the realization of 500,000 affordable housing units, food security, universal health care, and manufacturing. The abnormal cost of land, for example, in some parts of Nairobi, you get land that costs 500, 600 million shillings an acre, is as a result of poor planning and lack of a clear roadmap on how land that we have can be put to good use. And therefore, it is important for us, and I hope the ministry will lead the way in ensuring that we plan ahead of time to know what kind of housing that we will need, how will it be planned ahead of time. As you are aware, we are now working on trying to improve the road network in Nairobi, especially in Eastlands. And the road infrastructure and all the other infrastructure, development infrastructure, is coming way behind settlements already that are there.
The National Land Use Policy is a framework that will guide all land use practices across all sectors in our economy. The policy builds on the need to align the usage of land as a resource in a manner that ensures sustainability and equity. It seeks to build on His Excellency the President's one government approach to policy formulation because it will align and consolidate all legislation that govern use of land in our country. Legislation affecting land has not been harmonized in the past, therefore causing conflict. For example, Your Excellency, we do not have a single definition as government for what riparian land is. Under the Physical Planning Act, in my ministry, it's defined as land which falls within the proximity of a water body, a minimum of 10 meters from either side of the riverbank. Under the Water Act, the minimum distance is given as 3 meters. And under the Survey Act, in fact, it is not defined. The property boundary is defined as the center of the river. This is why, Your Excellency, we need a single policy which harmonizes land use across the country. and this is what this policy seeks to achieve. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, the launch of the National Land Use Policy by the Ministry of Land sends a clear message that as government, we want to balance all our needs, human settlement, food security, with sustainable exploitation of our environment. The policy gives context to our development aspirations as government.
The lack of a vision, mediocre planning, and incompetence are a threat to our development and progress, the same way theft and corruption are a threat to our planning and to our progress. Therefore, incompetence, poor planning, lack of a vision are things we must tackle so that we can put our development and our progress on a firm and solid foundation for us to move the country forward.